Hello viewers, this is Jared from J-Rod Production Studios, and welcome back to a Clone Army video. I know it's been over a year now, and you've probably been waiting where my Clone Army for 2021 is coming. So we're kind of releasing this here on the edge of 2021, 2022, so just good to get something out to show you guys, because it has not changed enough to be able to warrant a new video, but I did figure I'd go ahead and show you kind of with some of the additions, most notably the 501st Battle Pack within the last year. So this year's Clone Army contains a total of 341 clone troopers, and as you can see here, it spans a total of 3 base plates, so it's definitely gotten bigger in the last couple years. I used to be able to just kind of cram it all on one specific base plate, but now I'm actually able to divide it up with all of the different phases and all the different colors, so we have actual units for each of the sections here. So we'll go ahead and give you a closer view and show you everything I have for the figures, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at the vehicles after. All right, so starting up front here, we have our Captain Rex figure. I think I had him leading last year as well, actually. It just seems fitting, I guess, especially with the Bad Batch group in the back here, and I did include Crosshair, even though he's still technically a clone, even though he's not really on the Republic side in this. He's wearing his Stormtrooper armor, but that is okay. Thought I'd go ahead and include him anyways. And then we do have the Phase 2. This is all Phase 2 in the middle base plate here. On the right side here, we have all Phase 1 clone troopers, and these are only made up of the original 2002 clone and the Clone Wars trooper. And then over here on the left is where we have kind of our miscellaneous clone troopers, all of the rest that didn't really fit in with the specific theme and color over here. So over here on the right side, this is possibly my favorite base plate of minifigures that I own, actually, specifically just for the original clone trooper right here. This came with the gunship from 2002, and then it was released again with the ATTE back there in 2003, and those were the only sets that you could ever find this clone in, and I have a total of 39 of those. So that is a lot of those, and a lot of people are always wondering, why do I have so many? How did I get so many? And how much did it cost me? So a few of them I did get from the set themselves, but I did buy a lot of them in the early 2010s for like $3 a piece on eBay. So that's how I ended up with about 40 of those. They are worth probably 5 times the amount now. At the very least, you pay at least $15 for that. So I ended up with a lot of those, and typically you don't see that many. Same thing with the Clone Wars clone here. These are kind of getting rare as well. I do have 94 total of those. Not all of them are right here. But we do have quite a few of those. Some of them are over on the left side here because needed to fill in some spaces. But yeah, altogether, the Clone Wars and the original Phase 1 clone make for a good look overall. Just having one solid white base plate, just reminiscent of the actual Episode 2 clones when you had them all marching on to the Acclimator class assault ships or whatever. So yeah, I love that. I love the base plate, and I love having just one solid phase all with one color. Finally have enough just to fill up one base plate. All right, and for the Phase 2 clones right here, so obviously LEGO has not made nearly as many of these, so you can't really get the one color here, and especially the plain Phase 2 clone right there has only ever come in one set, so definitely not going to be able to replicate this style of setup. We're going to have all the different legions mixed, and starting off with the 501st right here, we have 28 total of the new 501st Battle Pack clone, and we also have 8 of the original 501st from 2013, so a nice little addition to that. Those are not worth nearly as much as they used to be just because of the 501st set, so you can easily pick those up today as well. And then we also have 9 of the 501st Jet Trooper and 1 of Ahsoka's 332nd, which is technically a part of the 501st, so I just kind of have it together with the same new printing, I guess. And then in the middle here, we have the 2, as I mentioned before, of the plain Phase 2 clones, and then 2 of the clone gunners, as well as 2 of the Wolfpack troopers behind that. Now, with the 212th Legion, those clones have definitely become more desirable. They were not difficult to find by any means when I started growing my clone army, but I still don't have a ton of those. I have a total of 8 of the just plain 212th from the Battle Pack from 2014, and then 5 of the one from the Umbara, I guess whatever it's called, the Umbara cannon from 2013 as well. Then I also have 9 of the Airborne Troopers, so a little bit of a mix of a number there. I don't really know what happened to the others, but 8 and 9 for those, so still a good little chunk to have just in the middle of all of the Phase 2. And then here I have 5 of the BARC, the Bark Speeder clones from the Battle on Saleucami set from 2014, and 2 of the 2005 version with the cutout visors there as well. And in the left side of this is where I have kind of all my classic clones, just like this base plate over here, but in Phase 2, I have right around 10 of just the plain Phase 2 with the cutout visors, and then I have 7 of the 327th. They're kind of commonly associated with the 212th, but I do believe this is technically 327th from that battle pack in 2007. And then up in the front here, I have 5 of the shock troopers there, which have really gone up in value for some reason, especially the Clone Wars version back here. I have 3 of those. And then in the back here, I have a 442nd Siege Battalion clone, another one of the Recon clones that just doesn't really fit in, and then a Clone Wars clone just to fill in the gap, just because not all of these took up the whole space. And over on the left side here, I have the rest of all the Clone Wars clones, just because they released several different versions of that. And then on the very left here, all of the plain Phase 1 clones from the 2013 era plus. In the front here, I have all of the clone commanders, or at least in the Clone Wars Phase 1 version, I have Wolf, I have Fox, Cody, and then Rex as well. So they're all up front there. They fit much better up front, didn't really have space, as you can see in the back corner there, to make these all fit into one solid square. But on the right side here, I have a total of 12 of the 41st Elite Corps, then also the same number of just the plain of the Kashyyyk Trooper, not really a canon clone, not really seen in the movie, but came with the battle pack. Then I also have Commander Gree there as well, Phase 1 and the Phase 2, although that one, for whatever reason, has his fin shaved off on the top of the head. I bought it on Bricklink, and it said it was in good condition, but it wasn't, so it is what it is, I guess. I got a good price for it with a bunch of other clones. But behind that, I have 5 of the Horn Company clone troopers, and then 6 of the just the old style Phase 2 clone pilots with the cutout visor. And then on the left side here, I just have all of the other plain Phase 1 clones just to fill in space here that couldn't fit over with all of the other clones, and then 1 Wolfpack trooper as well. And then all of these clones are just the plain Phase 1 from the Clone Wars, but with armor additions, as well as 2 of the clone trooper pilots. All right, and then over here for kind of the other battle pack clones that you saw in different battle packs throughout LEGO Star Wars history, we have a total of 8 of just the clone gunner that came out in the battle pack from 2008 or 2009 or whatever. And then we have 22 of the Bomb Squad clone trooper, which if you have watched some of my Clone Army videos in the past, you would know that this is not my favorite clone. I'm not real big on that, but it looks all right, especially with all of the other Clone Wars clones. I guess it does look a little better than it used to in my mind, but we also have some of just the ARF company clone troopers in the back here, 4 of the plain Phase 1, and then some of the Rancor battalion. We also have 4 of those. And then a total of 5 of the ARC troopers from that same battle pack from 2012. And those have really gone up in value as well, so good to have 5 total of those. And then over on the left side here, we have 3 of the clone commanders, 2 of the clone captains, 2 lieutenants, and 4 sergeants, and then all of the rest here are just the plain Phase 1 clones from the battle pack and just whatever random sets from all the Episode 2 era in 2013. And then just to finish this off, I have the 501st Clone Pilot, 2 of the Senate Commandos, which are not technically clone troopers, so I guess there's really only 339 clones here total, but I just included them because why not? And then 1 Shock Clone Trooper with a Clone Army's custom helmet, and then 1 other random Phase 1 clone. All right, and then as promised, we have all of the vehicles here. There are 44 total, ranging from just simple battle pack builds all the way to some of the larger vehicles, so I just count all of them as 1, and there are 44 total, so let's just go ahead and take a look at those real quick. Okay, so starting on the right side here, as you can see, we have 2 of the V-Wing Starfighters from 2006, so good addition to have. As you'll note, most of my vehicles are older, so you would think I'd have a lot of newer ones because I have a lot of newer clones, but that's not the case. I bought most of my minifigures separate, actually. So 2 of the 2002 gunships, which are very rare now. They go for like $350 with the minifigures, at least $350, if not more, with the minifigures. So pretty expensive, and I'm glad that I got 2 of those when they were cheap. Then we also have the Republic Attack Shuttle here, so it's a good set to have. One that's actually pretty common throughout the Clone Wars and the Bad Batch and whatever other media that Star Wars produces, but they've only ever made one set back in 2008, so good set to have. Over on the left here we have the ATTE from 2003, so another awesome original set to have with all my original clones there. And then we also have the 2010 clone turbo tank here. And then on the left here we have the Republic fighter tanks, the two 2017 versions. Those also are suddenly worth a ton of money, and I just don't know why, because you could easily pick these up sealed for like 20 bucks back when they were on sale, and yeah, now they're like $100 a piece. So wish I would have bought more of those, because those are some of my favorite vehicles, and yeah, good set. All right, and then on the left here of that, we also have the Republic fighter tank from 2008, way bigger, but I actually like this one better. Lots of features on that. Actually, the comparison of the two a long time back, so if you go search through my old videos, you might be able to find that. And then also we have two of this Salute Kami Battle Pack Bark Speeders here, and then one of the Clone Battle Pack from 2011. Here we have two of the AT-APs from 2007. Good set. This one actually needs a bunch of pieces though, so I kind of threw it in there anyways. This one's complete and that one's not, so just threw it in there anyways. On the bottom here we have 9 of the 501st Battle Pack builds with the Bark Speeders, and then 9 of the ATRTs, as well as one of the 2019 20th anniversary ATRTs, and then one of the 2013 ATRTs with the 501st build, and then 2 of the 2005 ATRTs right there. All right, and then I had to fit all of like my starfighters in here. I could not show them originally, so move some stuff just to show you real quick. We have the Bad Batch shuttle right here, the new 2021 summer set. We have a V-19 Torrent ARC 170 from 2005, and a Republic frigate from 2011. Really like that set, one of my all-time favorite Clone Wars sets. And also here we have the Republic Swamp Speeder from 2010, I think, yeah, 2010. And then we have the Z95 Headhunter from 2013. So also have some other random battle pack builds and Jedi Starfighters. So I guess I have more than 44 vehicles, but not really worth showing. I guess nobody really probably cares that much about seeing those. You'll see them in my other various collection videos. So yeah, I think that's all I really have to show you. All my clones, most of my vehicles, all the important ones at least. So just like to thank you all for viewing this video. If you stuck till the end, go ahead and like and subscribe. That helps me out a lot. I greatly appreciate that. So thank you for another successful year of Clone Army collecting. And as always, guys, have a great day.